Welcome to the beginning of our 11th year of podcasting. Yep, 10 years ago this week, we started this seriously silly podcast. And very soon, you'll have a way to support us at a discount. Check out bitchinboutique.dashery.com between June 1st and July 5th for our Star-Spangled Sale, which is like 25% off on all products, just in time to have something obnoxious to wear to 4th of July festivities. That's Dashery, like the reindeer, with a Y at the end. Or hell, just look us up on TeePublic and roll the dice on whatever random sale they've got going on. Anyway, yay us, and yay you for listening. And speaking of listening, here's the show. Welcome to Pitney and Amelia's Bitchin' Boutique.
We may be awful, but
we're right.
Okay, anyway. It is Thursday, and it's the Thursday. The driving to Dallas Thursday.
Yeah.
But obviously I'm not doing that. I hate it when I'm supposed to go to Frightmare and I don't. But, it's not like the year that we couldn't go because you had the chicken pox and my mom died. Which,
yeah.
If anyone's a new listener, yes, we did record an episode that weekend.
Yes, we did.
We wanted to explain why we weren't doing a Frightmare episode. And so this one, while it would normally be, the episode that comes out on this week every year, would be the Frightmare episode. But there isn't one because I'm not going. But this year has the additional thing of they had a 45-day cancellation thing for the hotel, and the day that I called them was the day after the 45-day thing, so it was basically the 44th day, and so I will be allegedly charged for the entire stay, even though I 44 days ago canceled the reservation. I'm still getting the emails. I mean, I love the Texacan Court in Irving. It's a great hotel. They're wonderful. I understand that they get fucked over sometimes.
Yeah, but that's some bullshit, though.
Because there's so many people.
Crazy fucking bullshit.
I don't think they understand how much everyone wants to stay in that hotel, and all the other hotels in the area are like what do they call it? Like the safety hotels. I mean, shit. Yeah. For this one, I actually got a reservation at the Marriott online while I was sitting on hold waiting for the Texican to pick up.
Yeah, just in case. Oh,
and as soon as I got my Texican reservation, I immediately went in and canceled the Marriott one.
Yeah.
I mean, the nice thing about the Texican is it's not a big chain. It's not, it's a little bitty.
I love it.
Boutique,
it's fabulous.
Fabulous,
the restaurant's good.
Hotel.
The bar is good. The pool is
good. It's gorgeous.
I love
Everything
it. Yeah.
is beautiful and stylish. And it looks like they went in and took like an old motel, like an old 2-level, or I guess in some spots it's 3-level. I think around the pool it's 2-level.
Yeah,
I'm always on the first
where
level,
I was
though.
staying, I think it's 3.
On the side that faces the big grassy area.
Yeah.
With the outdoor
I want to
fireplace.
say I was on the 3rd floor, but I can't remember. Yeah, I think I was on the 3rd floor, I think.
See, and we were always there with Spike, and so we had to be on the 1st floor because we had a little elderly dog that had to go outside and go poopy sometimes. And this was going to be our first time going there without Spike. But that's fine. It's fine. I can't hold anything against them. It's not their fault. I just was not aware that it had changed from a 30-day policy to a 45-day policy.
That is, to me, that's crazy, though. Yeah.
Because why would I have paid attention to that? I guess I guess I need to always assume the worst and pay attention to those sorts of things from now on, especially now that I am an old person on a fixed income.
Yeah.
Rolling my eyes.
I do think it's crazy and outrageous. But yeah, so you're feeling the burn from Frightmare.
Yeah.
And I am feeling the burn from the Kerrville Folk Festival.
Yeah.
Because last year I didn't go because I wanted to come spend time with you because you had just recovered from your surgery. Hello, kind of important, right?
Right. And because I had already, like, we had planned that if I were to go, that you were going to come and stay at our house.
Yeah.
To watch the dog.
Exactly.
And so even though we weren't going, it was like, well, come stay at our house anyway. And y'all remember because we did a cooking show.
Yeah.
And if you're a new enough listener, you might have to go to the YouTube channel and look for our cooking episode.
Yeah, so I'm feeling the burn though about, because Marie is already out there getting.
Oh yeah, because you got to get early and get set
what
up.
used to be my big party camp that I helped run.
Yeah.
But no longer is. Getting that set up and. Anyway, so yeah, I'm feeling the burn too. It's like, this is, I think since, I don't know, I think my first Kerrville was 99 or 2000.
Yeah, I don't know, because you were going for a long time before I even knew you were going.
Yeah, this is, I think, the only third time I've missed.
Yeah.
So it's really I'm kind of feeling, I mean, since I've lived here in California, I've only gone out for 5-6 days.
Well, yeah, you used to stay the whole time.
But I used to go and spend all 18, but I had my booth back then. I had my tarot booth then.
Right, true. Oh my God.
But yeah, I'm feeling the burn a little bit of an event. But it is what it is. We're big girls. We can, put on our big girl panties and get over it. But yeah, I'm feeling it too.
And as always gets timed with Frightmare, because our first episode was recorded in the car going to and coming from Frightmare.
It
wasn't a Frightmare episode, but it was recorded in the car.
Yeah.
And the sound quality is what you would expect it to be. But it was hilarious, and I apparently back then, I didn't know that I had to yell everything that I said. I didn't fully understand. But then again, I was driving, and Pitney was holding this portable microphone, and I was just hollering. But the reason why I bring that up is because that was 10 years ago, and when y'all hear this, the day this episode goes up will be... Oh, I'm sorry. A plane is flying over my house. I hope y'all don't hear that. Anyway, you guys will be getting this episode on the 29th. The 27th is the 10th anniversary of our first episode going up.
Oh, that's so crazy.
10 years ago, you guys.
I can't even believe that. God, that was a lifetime ago for me.
Oh, yeah. Well, if you think about it,
well, I mean,
that
for
means
you too,
that,
but especially for me, being back here in California and blah, you know,
who knew that was going to happen?
A lifetime ago.
I mean, all the things. I mean, so many things have happened in the last 10 years that we could have never predicted, But if you think about it, that means 11 years ago of right now would be when we saw Mr. Curls Jr. Because that episode, a big part of that episode was us talking about how we were really, really hoping that for some weird reason, the guy we saw the previous year at Curls Jr. would be there again.
Oh, God. I have never forgotten him.
I mean, we can't help it. We, when someone is utterly fascinating or utterly annoying, either one,
God,
we remember those people.
He was fabulous.
What is their life like? What does their house look like? Does their house smell like cat pee? Do they have sheets on their bed? Because some people, you just don't know.
I bet his house smells like cat pee and he probably voted for Trump. But who knows? You know?
I mean, we're assuming he lived in Waco because that's where the Carl's Jr. was. The Carl's Jr. that is no more, by the way. Because fucking Waco has gone through so much shit. Although I understand that even though the constant highway construction in Waco finally ended, that project finally ended, but apparently now some other project is happening somewhere on that Waco stretch of IH-35.
I just remember, I just remember for 30 years, every time that I went from Austin to Dallas.
To the Dallas area, yeah. Whether it was going to Waxahachie or going to a concert.
35, some part of 35 was completely torn up and under construction. It was ridiculous. The whole 30 years I lived there, yeah.
Yeah, there was always at least one section that was, like a normally 4-lane wide probably highway goes down to 2 lanes, and it's just awful, and all the exits are fucked up, and
And I've said it before and I'll say it again. They need to leave everything alone. Everything was perfectly fine as it was, and just stop.
Well, So I mean, there are improvements to be made. Like, I'm currently a block away from a major construction project that has caused people to detour down my street. Because the street behind my house, the intersection right there is all fucked, and we have to go ziggy-zaggy through the other subdivision, and other people are ziggy-zaggying through our subdivision to get from point A to point B.
Yeah.
And I realized the other day that it started on February 15th, which means it should be done by now, and it's not.
Of course it's not.
But then again, in the past month, we've had more rain in the past month than I think we had all of last year.
Yeah, but it's in Texas, which means it's going to be 5 years before it gets finished.
It's, it's so bad. And we're fucked. And meanwhile, big trucks and city buses and all kinds of other shit are also having to ziggy-zaggy through the subdivisions on streets that are not built for big things to go down. It's awful.
Oh, God.
I'm so glad that I'm not living directly on one of the... When I say it goes down my street, it's the street that goes by my house, not that my driveway goes to. Like, how the hell do you pull out of your driveway when there's constant traffic and dump trucks and city buses and things in the middle of a subdivision? Anyway...
Speaking of roads and bitchiness,
Ooh.
I just got to tell you this.
Oh my God.
So, my neighborhood. Mm-hmm. It is, 5 streets, just like a, suburban neighborhood built in the 50s, just like perfectly square blocks, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
The main streets where the houses are, the side streets to get through, right?
Right.
I really fucking pisses me off beyond belief. All the assholes that park on Gish and Rosemary. Because they do not need to be fucking parking on those streets. And it's literally like a safety hazard.
Yes,
like,
of course.
I went to go to Safeway the other night, going up Rosemary to get on the freeway. The entire road, both sides, with cars coming at me.
Oh,
so you have to back up to find a place to go behind a parked car to let the person coming in front of you fucking go.
Oh my God.
Oh, so I had been ranting about that with my friend, Corrine, that lives across the street. But her husband is on the bandwagon. And he has gotten in touch.
Oh, he's calling the city.
The neighborhood community. Or the neighborhood association.
Yeah.
And
oh my God.
And because of my fucking ranting, we are trying to get something passed.
Like for speed bumps or
ban parking on Gish and Rosemary.
Oh my God, that would be amazing. Like, I can't even imagine, where are those people going? You're parking your car and going where?
All of these houses, every one of these houses in this entire subdivision, they all have 2-car garages and they all have big driveways.
Yeah.
Park on the driveway or take the fucking bus. And get rid of your fucking car, because there's no reason to be fucking parking on the street. And these assholes that think they're so special that they need to convert their garage into another room, they should only be allowed 1 car and then should be fined every month. Because they're assholes.
Isn't your garage a room?
It's actually technically still a garage.
But you can't put a car in it.
No, you can. Because the way that the asshole got around...
Like the permits or something?
The permits was having those sliding glass doors put in.
Right.
So you could still drive your car in. And he used to drive his goddamn Lincoln into the garage through those sliding glass doors.
Oh my God.
But that's how we got around that, yeah.
Oh my God. And I guess he would have to drive his fucking Lincoln in because his car was special and his car might be touched by a stranger or something and he couldn't handle it.
Oh,
with his big roll of money on the dashboard and whatever.
And then I do remember though when and then he switched from his Lincoln Continentals to the Cadillacs.
Well, of course.
And I remember when he went to the Cadillac, I don't even remember, I think it was shortly after I got kicked out of the house. I remember coming home and, talking to Mom, and something had incensed me. Of course.
Oh, imagine that.
But I remember kicking the fuck out of the side of his fucking Cadillac and denting part of the passenger door of his fucking caddy.
Well done. Oh my God. Oh, I love it.
But we had the metallic mint green Lincoln Continental. We had the metallic light blue Lincoln Continental. Wow. We had the white Lincoln Continental. Every year, he would trade it in and get the brand new Lincoln Continental.
Oh, God. Oh, God. No. As much as about public appearance and projecting an image as my childhood was and why I was so miserable because I wasn't the perfect appearance of a child. As much as we were that way, holy shit, that's a whole other level.
Oh, it's so fucking funny. And me and Mom we talk about it sometimes to this day, and we just laugh about it because, do you remember your father in those stupid cars?
Oh my God.
Welcome to the Skeptical Chaps with myself, Spike, and my esteemed co-hosts, Dr. Dan and Ollie.
Hello. Hello.
Every episode we're on to know about anything from news, social media, politics, current affairs, absolutely anything that annoys or delights us. And if you're underage or easily offended, you probably should not be listening. But Dr. Dan wants you to listen anyway.
Give it a go.
Thank you.
We've been contacted by the Bitchin' Boutique.
Oh, hello.
Hello, Bitchin' Boutique. They have a little jingle that they play for us, apparently.
Yes, yes.
I think they're saying it's a bit out of date now. And they said, could we send them a new one? Can we make them a new one? And I'm thinking, we're far too lazy and disorganised to do that. So if you want to take a clip from this, right now what I'm saying, and play that in your podcast, Bitchin' Boutique, we'd be fine with that.
I support this message.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, thank you for listening to the Bitchin' Boutique podcast, whatever the hell that's about. I don't know what they're talking about this episode, but I'm sure I agree with it. And listen to us as well.
Yes, we're the
skeptical chaps.
We're the three skeptical chaps, but there's only two of us.
And if you don't,
2 skeptical chaps, but there's 3 of us.
How very dare you?
Is the bitchin' boutique still bitching?
Diplomatic community.
I'm going to actually create a segue. So a little while ago we were talking about like people that we remember, like Mr. Curls Jr. or whatever, and how we've always been fascinated by the people that we see out in the world and how they remain characters and parts of our lives just inside our heads. And we've often wondered if we somehow are that for other people because, you know, we're us and we're sure people look at us funny and whatever. But there are certainly many, because we both have worked, you know, a lot of retail in various capacities.
Yeah.
That's another area, that and cons and whatnot, is another area where certain customers make an impact.
Oh, yes.
And become part of our mental lives, and we think about them every so often. Do you want to talk about one? Or do you want me to start with my...
Oh, I don't know. My favorite, though, this woman... I have never forgotten her. I have not seen her since probably, 1986, 1987. She was a regular at the Ross Dress for Less at Westgate Mall.
Oh, God.
And let's just say her name was Margot Ledbetter III. And it actually was the 3rd on her credit card, which I was so fascinated by. Of course, that not being her real name, but I do remember her name.
Anyway. A woman being the 3rd is crazy. I mean, that's... You don't hear of that. You don't hear of, like, a woman being a junior.
Yeah. But she was always in there, and because of her name, and because of, at that time... I was so obsessed with both The Good Neighbors and To the Manor Born.
Yes. Oh.
I was obsessed with Penelope Keith. And so I had, like, transferred my Penelope Keith fandom onto this woman who, God, I have no fucking clue, like, what her life really was like, but...
Right.
Because she was always, like, very proper and had, you know, blah, 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 the 3rd on her credit card.
And back then we had to do the chick thing for credit cards, so we had to really look at people's credit cards. Oh,
yes, we did.
I love how she was so snooty and so above everyone, but she's shopping at Ross.
Fucking at Ross, yeah. But I remember in my mind, she had an estate... She had horses.
Of course.
She had these very expensive riding clothes with, you know, leather riding boots and a hat.
Did she have a husband named Jerry?
And she would go and ride her horses, and she would do, you know, with the foxes.
Yes, of course.
And the foxes would go. I had this whole fantasy world based around this woman.
Oh my God. I'm surprised she didn't find her way into your short stories.
I know, yeah, it's kind of weird, actually. She could be in the Galleria
universe. She could be with Marcus and Mona.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Actually,
now that you say that, I'm surprised, too, because I wrote everything into that back in those times. You know?
Yeah. Any fascinating character could find their way into the Marcus and Mona universe.
But yeah, I've never, ever forgotten her to this day. And I know it's so weird. And her actual life probably had nothing to do with...
Well, of course not. She was shopping at Ross. She was snooty.
My fantasy was. But it was very exciting.
But, like, you know, snootiness for no goddamn reason. I mean, you know, both the Duchess and the valedictorian, the Narcissisters, they both have their own weird type of, what the hell are you so high and mighty about? You're nothing. You know, but they've always been that way. Oh my God. I bet there are people out there who secretly have stories about the Duchess and the valedictorian, just from, out there living their lives and being like, what is her deal?
Oh, probably people like us that,
that just say catty things
that
about
just
them.
Observe. Oh, yes.
Right. I mean, honestly, the reason why I call the one sister the Duchess is because my mother called her that behind her back.
Which I love that so much. Yeah, that's so fabulous.
Because I am my mother in a lot of ways. Oh, God.
There are worse things you could be.
Absolutely, my God.
Because I loved your mom.
Yes.
Anyway.
Yes. The world is a suckier place without her in it. Because
absolutely.
God damn it, she was so fucking funny and so smart and so bitchy, especially as she got older.
Oh, I loved her. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Oh my God. But like, did I ever tell you? Because I had, most of my retail experience was in like smaller, like more local kind of small businesses. But I did spend my college years working in the shoe department at Mervyns. And I definitely had like customers that would come through that I would recognize all the time.
Yeah. And
the ones that I still think about sometimes are either this one woman that popped into my head. Let's just say in the shoe department, even though this is insane, every time we would get a shoe, let's say a particular pump with a particular trim and a particular color, whatever it is, the style has a name, and we get it in, and there would be one size 5.5, one size 6, and maybe 2 6.5s and 2 7s, and maybe 3 7.5s, and then you'd have like a 9, and then a 10, and then nothing.
Yeah.
We would never have bigger than a 10, even though there are certainly women who wear bigger than a 10, and there are occasionally men who just want some shoes. So I could not have
gone there to buy my heels.
No, you could get them at Ross. Because people in the know that Ross is a great place for, big, slutty...
Yes.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Drag queen shoes. But anyway, so these 2 women came in. I don't know if they were friends or if they were sisters or what, but they both really loved this purple pump, like a stiletto heel. I'm going to say it wasn't higher than 3 inches. I don't think we ever sold anything higher than 3. But it had like a patterned leather that kind of went over it and had little studs on it. And it was like, oh, I know what it was. It was plain, but then it had like a snakeskin section that went across the vamp.
I want a pair, but I want them to be 5 inches high.
They were fabulous. We had them. I remember them so well. We had them in purple, and we had them in like a taupey brown. Which, why? I mean, I get that it's a neutral, but fuck it. Those shoes, there's nothing neutral about them. You make them taupe, and it doesn't make them a neutral shoe.
Oh my God, I want a pair. Oh my God.
But these 2 women, like, they were both interested in this shoe. And they both wore a size 10. And I was like, okay, I'll go back there and look. I will bring you what we have. But I'm like 99% positive that we would only have one size 10 if we had it at all. Because we never get more than one. And the only way we would have gotten one is if we like sold one, we somehow got another one, but then that one was returned, and by some weird miracle we had 2. So, when I came out, I brought a 10, and I brought the 9, because I don't know what size. A lot of us, like, I'm sort of an 8.5, but there's some shoes I can wear an 8. There's some shoes I can wear a 9. I don't know what size my feet are.
Yeah.
It depends on the shoe. So I was like, look, this is all we have. be sure when you're trying them on, pay attention to which one it is, because they look the same, but they're different sizes.
Yeah.
And they both were like, well, I need the 10. I need the 10. And I'm like, well, I told you. We don't have...
There's only one. Yeah.
The only reason why I brought out the 9 is because there was only a 10. And I know you both were interested. And I thought maybe one of you might be able to handle the 9 because your feet are a little bit smaller. I have no idea. I don't know your feet. They tried them on. They walked around. And they both... I went on to help other customers, and they bought both pairs. They picked them up and went to the register, and they bought them both. And, I mean, I'm remembering this now. So, when a couple weeks after those shoes were purchased, one of the women came back in to return it, to exchange it for the size she was supposed to get. And I'm like...
Oh my God, what a dumb bitch.
And she's talking to some manager over at one of the places where there's a register. And I get called over there because she's insistent, because she sees me. And she's like, it was her. She gave me the wrong size. And I told her I was a 10. And she gave me the 9.
Oh my God, what a dumb cunt. Oh my God.
And I went over there, like, I'm a college student. I'm, a broke-ass college student who has already gone to school all day, and now I've spent hours in my car commuting to and from school and to and from work. I mean, I'm exhausted. And I go over there, and she starts making up this bullshit story. And I said, no, let's recap. So, and I went through the whole thing with her. It's like, you and your friend came in, you both asked for 10s. I told you we never have more than one 10. But I brought you the 9 and the 10 just in case the 9 worked. You guys chose to buy the shoes. You walked out. I said, I had also said that, I could call the store on the north side of town, and if they had the 10, they could hold it for you. Because we were store 115, and they were store 116, and they were up off of Anderson Lake.
Yeah.
And I still, I am immediately picturing exactly where that store was. And so I'm like, and you didn't want me to do that. These were fine. Everything was fine. You chose to buy these shoes. You tried the shoes on. I did not make you buy anything. And that bitch, she was so certain that I wouldn't remember so that she could make up this bullshit. And that and I'm like, oh, no.
Did you get in any trouble or
Absolutely not.
Yeah, of course. Because I'm sure that the manager was just like, this woman's a bitch, whatever, you know. Yeah.
And I mean, there were so many times over the years where people would try to return shit. Especially like after Christmas. This wasn't a Christmas thing. But people would come in with shoes that were clearly from fucking Payless. And they're like, I got these for Christmas and I don't want them and I'm returning them. And it's like, that ain't our shoe.
Yeah.
And they're like, how do you know? And I'm like, because I work here. And besides, I can tell by the way the box is, it's a Payless shoe.
Yeah.
I know the difference. This is my job. I know this shit because
people are shady. People tried all kinds of shit. Oh yeah, I know.
I am saving this company a bunch of money and not letting you get away with your bullshit.
And it's fabulous that you did not get in trouble and that your manager was just like, yeah, whatever. That's great.
And I was able to tell that whole story without being like putting my finger in her face and being rude. I mean, she was being rude to me, and I was just like, it's traumatic childhood makes you able to push your feelings down, and even though there's rage in your belly, your face ain't showing it, and you're just like, no, ma'am. See, I remember because I did this, and your friend said this, and then I went to help another customer, and both of you picked up the shoes and you left. One of you took the 9 and one of you took the 10, and I didn't know which was which. You guys tried them on. You walked away. You knew exactly what was in front of you, and I am not taking any credit for the fact that you bought a 9, if that's not if that doesn't fit your foot. And of course, she also wore them to whatever event it was. And she wore them like a whole night. And it's not like she tried them on in her house on carpet.
Of course.
And then went, oh no, I got the wrong size. No. It's like, I can tell by look. I can smell you in these shoes, lady. I mean, my head is telling me all kinds of shit that I can't say.
Oh my God, I know. Oh, how fabulous.
And I remembered it then, and I remember it now. I don't know who that woman was, but I remember she was a bitch.
Well, I think that's fabulous.
Yes.
I'm Dean. I'm the dad.
I'm Laura. I'm the mom.
And I'm Arthur. I'm the son.
And together we are...
Family Plot. Plot Podcast is the best history podcast that we can make.
Like intellectual pancakes for the soul.
I've been called the cool dad you want to take a road trip with and learn about history from.
One of our listeners said, listen to me was like Mom reading you a bedtime story full of cool history, and I am here for it.
And one of our reviewers called me the snarky brother they wish they had.
So join us to learn some cool stuff.
To hear some fun banter and wild tangents.
And we are unabashedly LGBTQ friendly and trans positive and supportive.
And remember,
when you listen, you're our family.
So join us and occasionally some very cool guests
for the Family Plot Podcast.
Available wherever you get your podcasts.
You know, there's this one woman that comes into my Target.
Yes.
She's a regular. And I used to see her back before I worked the front end when I was doing fulfillment. Right. When I was just walking around the store all the time. I'd always see her all the time, and she has a walker. Okay. And she walks real hunched over.
Okay.
So there's obviously something going on, age-wise.
Sure.
Mobility. But she always has either like platinum, bright orange, blue, purple hair.
Really?
She always has the really short cropped haircut that's always a crazy color.
Wow.
And she's always all in black and walking around with her walker like really fast. And I remember when the 2020 election between Trump and Biden was going on.
Yeah.
Or no, was that the Biden election? No, it was the Harris. It was the Trump-Harris election.
Oh, so it was, okay.
She had a little sign on the front of her walker. Vote Harris.
Okay, well, at least it was Harris.
And I was like, oh my God, I love her. And I remember going to Grocery Outlet with Sarah one time, and I saw this woman there. And I was so fascinated. But anyway, now that I work the front end.
Now you see her every day almost.
I get to see her all the time. And I'm so fascinated. And I have a coworker that I talk to. Mm-hmm. And we want to know what this woman's story is. Where does she live? Does she drive? Does she take the bus? Does she Uber? And she always, so we call her Miss Wine. Because
wine
she
like
always buys 2 bottles of the cheap-ass California Roots brand wine, which are $5 a bottle.
Oh, so it's like the house wine when we used to buy the El Gato Negro.
And then she'll buy some, some, Good and Gather mashed potatoes. Or some, you know what I mean?
And for her to have all this, mobility issues, but she comes in often. Rather than maybe getting the curbside pickup or something.
Oh, she is every day with her wine, and so we call her Miss Wine.
Oh my God.
And it's crazy because, we have to check. I mean, I don't care if you look like, Grandpa Joe. We still have to check your ID and scan it. That's just Target policy, right?
Right.
And I remember, normally people I just scan the back. I don't look at the front because it's just like, I know you're old enough. Like, whatever. I'm not going to check your fucking ID. You know what I mean?
Right.
But by her, I was so curious. I looked. I was born in 1967.
Yes, you were.
This woman was born in 1963. Not that much older than me.
Oh, just like the valedictorian.
Is like so tragic and grizzled. And I was like, oh my God, do I look that old and grizzled and I just don't know?
Well, she's the same age as the valedictorian, because the valedictorian was born in 1963.
Yeah,
so
and I was like,
she must have had some awesomely hard living.
I guess so, and she talks like this, like,
oh my God.
Like she has, she,
oh my God,
chain smoking with a mouthful of cum every night. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
Which sounds fabulous to me. Like, I'll take it. Hey, I've been there. But anyway.
And wash it down with a bottle of wine.
But I've been there. But anyway, wash it down with some beer. Anyway.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But
oh my God.
I'm so fascinated by her, and I always like say hi to her now, and I'm like, oh, hi, my dear, how are you? And she seems really happy when God. I recognize her, but I'm so fascinated.
Oh my God.
I want to know everything.
I want to know if she's lived in San Jose the whole time, what high school she went to, because she would have been class of 81, and oh my God, what if she went to Santa Teresa?
So me and my friend at work, Renetta, the fabulous Renetta, our theory is that she was a rock and roll groupie.
Oh, of course she was.
And that she followed all the hard rock and heavy metal bands in the 70s and early 80s. That's
more likely the early 80s, because if she would have graduated from high school in 81.
So maybe, she followed Motley Crue around.
I was thinking Poison, but yeah, Motley Crue would be
she could have fucked all of Motley Crue, fucked all of Poison.
Oh,
she could have fucked, old fart Robert Plant,
Many people did.
So we have this whole fantasy world based around this.
Oh. Oh my God. Oh, how exciting. Oh, Miss Wine.
But yeah, we call her Miss Wine.
Maybe she knows Pamela DeBar and the Butter Queen.
Oh God.
Maybe. Anyway, oh my God. Well, I had a whole family that used to come into Mervyns that I was absolutely fascinated with them, but they were also fascinated with me because, like my last story was about my memory. Not only did I always, acknowledge them when they came in my head, I called them the happy family because they were a little too pleasant, and it was like parents and children, and it just was so odd to me that parents would talk to their children like in a kind, gentle
so
way.
There was something ugly going on under the scenes anyway.
But I mean, it's like, but they loved me because for some reason, my weird ass brain, I would remember what size the daughter, who was the youngest kid, the older boy, he liked the Airwalk sneakers, and the younger girl, she was a little less, she didn't want the same thing every time. But I could remember, like, oh, well, I think she was a 13.5 last time, so she's probably a 1 or 1.5. Do you want me to measure her? And they were absolutely shocked that I could remember their children and what they liked and what kind of and what size shoe they were in. But so and they were always okay. I'm going to say a couple of things about the father. The father is someone that if I had just seen him out there somewhere and had no real interaction with him, I would have thought he was cute.
Yeah.
However, so in terms of the a little too pleasant, I will say that when he would talk to the daughter, and this is going to make a lot of people throw up in their mouths a little bit, he would say things like, well, do you know what you want? My baby bee, my biggest and best.
Oh, Lord.
My baby bee, my biggest and best, still in my head.
So
after
gross.
30 plus years. Because
that sounds like sexual abuse to me.
I mean, if it ain't that, it's something as bad. It's so creepy.
Mm-hmm.
But one time, they clearly came to the store right after eating dinner. Like, it was probably, we had the Chili's, where our Mervyns was. We had a Chili's, we had a Lone Star Cafe, which Lone Star Cafe doesn't even exist anymore, which makes me sad.
Oh,
people
yeah, because
outside
it
of
was
Texas
at that
wouldn't know
shopping
about
center.
that.
Yeah, I know where it was. Yeah.
There was the Hunan Lion.
Yeah.
There, I mean, all kinds of places in that. It was like a long, wavy shopping center that it was actually enormous, but if you only would see it in sections. If you didn't know, oh, there's more behind there.
And you know how I know that shopping center? Fuddruckers.
Fuddruckers was at one end.
Yeah.
And Olive Garden was actually at the very far end.
Yeah.
Fuddruckers was slightly more in from that. And then if you go all the way around to the other end, Toys R Us. Great, just fabulous shopping center. And that Mervyns is now a Hobby
And you know
Lobby.
that Toys R Us is where Verity Noslin worked.
Yes, it was.
Where she had to be escorted out by security. And I still don't know what happened.
Oh my God! But I gotta
But
say,
I divert. Anyway.
So the guy, yes, the guy, the father of the family. This is my other horrifying memory. And I remember that they came from dinner. There was sort of a mention. There was some talking amongst themselves about their dinner, but the father was flossing his teeth while he conversed with me. And it's like he was attractive. He didn't have to be like that. It's like everything imaginable is wrong with this dude. So gross. I mean, he never flicked anything at me, but I was making sure to stand out of the line of fire. So absolutely
gross.
Horrific.
And you know who used to do that?
The asshole?
The person formerly known as the Fabulous Steve.
Oh, I didn't.
He
never did it
used
around
to
me.
publicly floss.
Oh my God.
I
still don't understand.
Horrified me.
Oh, it's so gross. I mean, it's like those ones that are
just thinking about it makes me want to throw up. Yeah.
Like a toothpick is like you can discreetly do a little toothpick thing, but if both hands are involved, and this, I'm not talking about a flosser, like a plastic thing with floss at one end. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a string. And wrapped around his fingers and going up in there. I mean,
in public. Oh my God, girl.
I swear, there are people in the world, there's people who don't floss at all, and then there's people who want to make goddamn sure that everyone knows they floss.
Yeah.
And then there's people like Schmeckel, the worst person in the world, who was so disgusting that the inside of his car smelled exactly like dental floss.
Yes.
Blech.
But I think that's kind of fabulous. I don't know that we have time for another story, but we could totally do this again, because this is fun.
Oh, yeah.
Because I want to talk about Doug, but yeah, we don't have time.
We will definitely revisit this topic, for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, we got to do some peeving.
Let's move on. Let's
Fabulous.
do peeves.
Peeves!
And I would like you to peeve first, because I believe Well, because you didn't peeve last time.
Oh,
I
no,
peeved,
yeah. No,
I had a
did
solo
not.
peeve in the last episode.
Yeah, so my peeve. Fucking screaming, undisciplined, goddamn children at Target.
Ugh.
And I just want to say, let's limit it to fucking toddlers.
Oh, yes. Sure.
I mean, I understand. They're at the age, they need to have boundaries. They're right. Exploring. They need, you know what I mean? I get it. I know.
But if you're going to be a parent, you should be able to have some level of control if your child is only 3, because someday they're going to be 13 and
yes,
you will have no goddamn control.
The amount of tantrumy fucking toddlers that I have to see at work is absolutely appalling. Like, I want it.
Oh, I'm sure.
I want it.
And Target is terrible for that because of all the little dollar spot areas and all that shit.
And then, the mothers will be, no, blah, blah, blah. And then they'll just scream, but I want it. This is like a direct thing. Mm-hmm. And what it was that this little fucking bitch wanted was some, stupid $3.99 bluey coloring book that we had on an end cap.
Right. Yeah.
And it was like a full-on red-faced...
Like she hadn't breathed in several minutes.
Drooling fucking meltdown over this fucking bluey... It's like... It's like a coloring book with, I don't know, stickers or something. It was like, you know what I mean? It was like nothing.
Yeah.
But I'll be damned, those fucking parents, to make that kid shut the fuck up, bought her that goddamn thing.
Oh my god.
If I had done that...
Oh, fuck.
I would have gotten slapped across town, and I guarantee you I would have not gotten that bluey coloring book.
Oh my god.
You know what I mean?
I only, as an adult, realized that there had been stories about me as a kid that I was a tantrum thrower, that I would throw myself on the ground and scream and kick, and that mom would, like in the grocery store, and that mom would just walk away from me.
Oh yeah, and be like, okay, bye bitch, bye.
Yeah, and she'd just go, and I would eventually open my eyes and inhale, because I'd been screaming nonstop, and then I couldn't find my mother, and I had to go find her, and suddenly I'm like, oh, mommy,
Yeah.
But the thing is, I had to be told about that because I remember a lot of things back to young ages, but I have no memory of that, and I am sure that it's because I was disciplined sharply, shall we say.
Oh yeah.
At a very young age, and I straightened my ass up, as my mother would have said.
I would have not gone away with that shit. Mm-mm. And I see it all the fucking time.
And I definitely would not get rewarded for a tantrum by my mom going, here's the coloring book. No way in hell.
Oh yeah,
no way in hell.
Either. So yeah,
because that child learned. That child just learned. All I have to do is scream, and I get my way.
Yeah. So that is my peeve. Tantrumy fucking toddlers.
Oh god. And there's been times, and it's always in Target. It's always in Target, and it's been a very long time since I've stepped inside a Target. But there's been times when I will walk into a Target and there's a kid screaming somewhere. Somewhere else in the store. And the entire time that I'm there, the kid is screaming. And I'm never closer than a couple rows away from them, probably. I never see them. But I always know roughly where they are because the kid has not stopped screaming, and it's been an hour. So I can only imagine the people who work there and never get to leave Because I could just walk out of there at any time. You have to stay till 9.
Because I've actually, I have, customers are always like, they come through the line, they're like, oh, how's your day going? Oh, it's great, how are you? Blah, 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 just bullshit. But if they seem like a, like a fun person, I sort of, gauge.
You can, go, do you hear that? Do you hear that
but
sound?
I sort of, gauge my interaction.
Absolutely.
Based on, the customer, right?
Absolutely.
But sometimes I'll be like, oh, it's been a great day. I've only had one screaming child that I had to deal with today.
Yep. Well, my peeve, it's related to shopping. It's more specifically about thrifting. And it was just one, but it turned into 2 last night. The main one I will talk about second, because I've been sitting on it for a while, so it can fucking wait. The other one, it happened yesterday. Last night I was so pissed, I was so disgusted, I cannot keep it in any longer. It's kind of a new phenomenon, maybe the last few years. And I did some Googling this morning, actually, and found out, oh, it ain't just me. It's everywhere. It's all over the place. No matter what Goodwill I go to, because there are many. Mm-hmm. No matter what Goodwill I go to, whatever day it is, whatever. If I happen to buy clothing at a Goodwill, they will always, always have this very distinct smell. This fragrance, as Verity Noslin would say. And it's like a deodorizing chemical smell.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You know what? Yes, I know. And I identified the smell thinking about that. Yes.
Yes. And it gives me such a goddamn headache. And that smell does not wash out. I'm afraid to wash these clothes with other clothes. Because I'm so scared that smell is going to be on an entire load of laundry. And I have these 2 items that I bought recently from different Goodwills, and they have the exact same smell. And what's especially weird is, there used to be the Goodwill smell that came off of books and records and things like that. There's that Goodwill smell, but the clothes is a whole other thing. And it's
You're right, though, girl. No, now that you say that,
you know exactly what that smell is.
I totally know. Yes.
And you would think a store filled with clothes and all the clothes smell like that, you'd think when you walked in the store that you'd smell it. But my theory is that it's so diluted in the air that it's you get nose blind to it very quickly. Mm-hmm. So as you're going around holding clothes up to yourself, going, oh, this fits, you don't notice it. You notice it when you're driving home and you've gotten into a car that's now a sealed compartment.
Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, for sure.
And you get home, you're about halfway home and there's this odor that's wafting through your car and you're like, oh, fuck. You're like, fuck, I forgot about the smell. And I literally washed these 2 dresses. One of them is a muumuu that I'm wearing to a roper romp on Sunday, and goddamn it better be no smell very soon. But I washed it twice last night using tons of OxyClean, and I wouldn't put any jeans
And it still has that smell?
It smells so bad you don't even have to open the lid of the washing machine to smell it. You just walk into the pantry.
That's so weird. But now that I totally know.
You know exactly.
That, yeah, I do.
Yes,
I do.
But right now, because I Googled and found out that some people say that they've had success with hanging things outside. One person said there was something they had to hang outside in the wind, in the sun, for a week to make the smell go away.
Yeah, that's a little extreme, but yeah.
But if it works, it works. And that my shit is now hanging outside on the porch, and that muumuu better not smell.
That's so funny.
Because I have to wear the muumuu because I'm
Yes, you do, girl. You have to wear the muumuu.
I have to. I ain't wearing a wig. I ain't wearing a wig because it's too goddamn hot for me to wear a wig. But I'm wearing that.
Now, I want to say, does Sella have a muumuu?
She does. She didn't get hers in the thrift store, though.
That makes me so happy.
Oh, she has more than one muumuu. She is set for muumuus.
Is she wearing a wig and tacky sunglasses or no?
She's wearing a wig. I will be wearing some I'll have to wear the tacky sunglasses over my glasses. I think I have some sunglasses that I bought because I wanted to do a Brett Summers match game costume once that I never got around to, but I still have my giant Brett Summers sunglasses.
There you go. Oh my god, that's so fabulous. You got to send me pictures. I'm so excited.
Oh, 100%. It's going to be so great. But the other one, the other Goodwill related peeve, and I will do this as quickly as I can because, oh my god, I think we're going to go over an hour, and we've been promising ourselves to not do that. Okay, my other peeve is about certain people who thrift, and then they go online and they talk about it. And not everyone who thrifts and goes online is this, but oh my god, so many of them are. They will either say, this category of people, 1 minute they will say, oh my god, look at this silver brooch, and it's marked only $1.99. They're so stupid. They don't know what they've got here because this is obviously an incredibly valuable blah, blah, blah that is highly collectible, blah, blah, blah. They're either that, like, oh, look at these stupid morons. They're selling this for $1.99. I'm gonna be so rich. And then there's either that or they're the, oh my god, Becky, look at how much they want for this coat. It's like, sure, it's Calvin Klein, and sure, it's still new with the tags on it, and sure, it's worth hundreds of dollars, but this is Goodwill, and they have it marked for $20. How dare they? This is a thrift store. You shouldn't be marking your stuff for $20. And it's like, which is it, you assholes?
Girl.
And I just learned, just yesterday, I've had a week. Just yesterday, I learned that there are apps out there that, using tons of AI, which I could go on a 3-hour rant about that, but they go around and they take a quick picture of a thing in a thrift store, and it, using AI, does like an image match and finds whatever that is, if it's on eBay, like if there's a bunch of them on eBay, and what kind of prices are people selling them for. Which in some ways it's like, oh, that sounds like something that might be useful, but we're talking about people who just go down a row and just go snap, snap, snap. And there's so many people who do things like this, and they're choosing what they're going to buy based on what the app tells them they can make the most money. And they're gonna sneaky picks everything in the store, and then they're gonna resell for like some big profit. And those are the people who absolutely are ruining the whole thing of thrifting. Because
the thing is about nobody buys that shit.
They do though.
Those high prices, do they?
I mean, there have been times, because I buy things from all over the place, but I'm looking for very specific weird things. I'm not looking for, oh, well, this was an Estee Lauder free thing, and people are selling it for $50 or whatever. But these are the same kinds of people who buy up all the properties and flip them.
Oh, yeah, girl.
To make money, so that there's no reasonably priced housing anymore.
And that's why thrifting is not fun anymore, because all the stuff that's left is a bunch of shit that nobody wants, because all the people...
They go first thing in the morning, they swoop through the store.
They buy all the shit to put in their shops, and there's nothing but shit left.
And they mark it up, and it's like, but what if somebody who thrifts because they don't have any money and they need nice clothes?
Girl, I know.
And it's like, I mean, sometimes, like when I found a dress for my niece that was a Kate Spade, and it still had tags on it, and I got it for $8, but I wasn't gonna go resell that because that's insanity. I had someone who wanted it.
I know exactly, and I understand people need to make a buck. They need to make a living.
But rampant capitalism.
Yeah.
Fucking capitalism It's like, these people are just like, I don't know why you're poor, because making money is so easy. It's as easy as shooting candy out of a dead baby's mouth, or whatever the saying is.
I know, but I just remember. I remember the good old days when
everything was $1.
You could go to thrift stores and find. Seriously though, I remember like the good old days of thrift stores in the 80s.
When everything in the store was from the 60s. I could
find all this crazy hippie shit and all this
because
weird...
Because it was 20 years ago back then.
And it was cheap.
But if you go out there now, everything is from the 2000s, because that was 20 years ago.
It's also ugly.
It's ugly.
Like, nobody wants it because it's all ugly.
I'll occasionally get excited if I see a caboodle in the wild, But it's probably filthy, and I still have 2 caboodles anyway. What the hell do I need with a caboodle?
Nobody wants anything that was manufactured after 85.
Well, and honestly, I mean, if you want something like a kitchen appliance or something, if you want something like a Cuisinart or a waffle iron or whatever, buy them at a thrift store and make sure you get one that's really old, because those were actually built well.
Yeah.
And they're not they don't have like, this will work exactly 34 times and then it will die for no reason and it'll never function again. Like the toaster my mother threw out that was from the 50s. And there was nothing wrong with it. She just wanted a new toaster. And I was like,
that sounds like my mom. It drives me crazy. That sounds like my mom. Yes, I know.
That toaster was beautiful.
Oh, girl. I know.
So
I live it. I know.
But at least you were able to keep the fabulous mixer.
Yes.
New in box, still with the instructions.
And I still, you know what?
Oh.
I still have yet to plug it in just to see. I'm scared to plug it in.
Oh.
Because it's never been plugged in before. And
it's probably perfect.
Literally 70 years old, so I don't know.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean.
The next time you cook, I want you to find a reason to use it.
And
I want you to film it.
Oh, we'll have to do it when you're here.
Whenever that might be.
Whenever that is. Who knows? Yeah.
Thanks for listening. If you enjoy our show, please take a moment to rate and review us wherever you listen.
If you send us a screenshot of your review, we'll send you a Bitchin' Boutique sticker.
Everyone loves stickers. Please subscribe or add us to your favorites wherever you get your podcasts.
Subscribers get new episodes first and are also more attractive.
Drop us a line anytime at PitneyAndAmelia@gmail.com.
We'd love to hear from you.
So a weird little side conversation happened, and even though I had to do some creative editing because Pitney forgot to use the fake name, I thought y'all might be interested in some real life developments.
I've learned in recent days, this will be part of the after credits thing. I've learned in recent days that apparently, just like they did during lockdown, they're doing convention at home, where it's like an online convention and you get to have access to purchasing certain things and get to watch panels with people, and it's all through online.
Really?
And it's like you get like the secret link, and you have like an ID to get in or whatever to enter. And there's like 2 coming up this year that I've heard about that I'm like, oh, I might do that. But at the same time, it's like, but I don't have any money, so I should.
Oh, yeah. I think I told you that
Verity
and her husband are coming 4th of July weekend to go to Bacon.
No, you did not tell me that.
So it's 20 minutes away. So I'm gonna go.
It's no longer at the former Red Lion.
No. No, but I'm gonna go meet up with them and hang out with them and go to a con, and we're gonna go out to dinner and spend a day together just to see.
I love that so much.
Just to see, like, how it is. You know what I mean?
Well, sure, and it's not like they live down the street and you're going to see them all the time. I mean, this is
I think the way that I worded it in my text back to them, I was like, that sounds great. I am so excited. I can't wait to see you.
And say like, oh, it's great to have an excuse to go to Baycon because you've been wanting to.
A couple days, what I said was a couple days will be a good time for a reintroduction.
Yes. Because, God, it's been so long.
And then
Verity
responded, oh, yeah, I'm looking forward to it, blah, blah, blah. And then I wrote her back, and I was like, I am not the same person that I was when I was 21.
Or even when she moved to Texas, and that's where the huge falling out happened.
Yeah. But I was like, I am not the same person that I was when I was 21.
And she obviously isn't either. I mean, I'm very impressed.
I'm really looking... No, and she was like, oh, no. So I just wanted to throw that out there.
Oh, my God.
But no, I'm really excited to see her. I hope that we can be friends, and I hope that we can have some sort of... I mean, it's not like it's going to be like it was,
Right, of course not.